Matthews, Matthews chapter 13, verse 22, the NLT translation. The seed, the seed that fell, so out here. Matthews chapter 13, verse 22, the NLT translation. The seed that fell amongst the thorns represents those who heard Yahweh's word, but all too quickly the message was crowded out by the worries of this life and the lure of wealth, so no fruit is produced. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem El Shah, Ba'ashem Kodash, Dawadi Yahweh Shem El Shah, for giving us the apostles and the elders of great millstone who deserve double honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing the word and sincerity and truth, and being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come. What is to come? Race wars, famine, concentration camps, the R5D checkers, the mark of the beast, 200 million missiles in the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord, the hopeful elected to the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens. Rightfully so. Yeah, I'll wrap this out, Lord, to the course of this video. If you edify, build your faith up. I'm just a vessel seeking salvation out of this filthy place, spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon, and this is a very, very bitter place, and it's gotten more bitter. And just a quick one, I'll about to decide how this go. It'll be edifying, build your faith up, and keep you in tune, because what you have around you could totally choke you out of this truth. It could make you think about it. Satan is jumping on everybody. Satan sends his little demons, minions after you, and they be talking this shit in your mind, trying to distract you from what's rightfully righteous, and this Yahweh Shah's word. Okay, so you're out here. Time is 10:30 p.m. The year to turn up. Wednesday, August 24th, 2022. And this verse jumped in my head. But the normal translation, the King James version. But I wanted to see what this says in the NLT translation, which was really pretty good, pretty good, because it clarified what the things what can happen to you, what can get you choked out in his work, in his ministry. Everything that's contrary to what we do. So it's very important to pray, stay focused, and watch everything, scrutinize everything that's in your actually, how you say it, that's a part of your life. Because it's here to distract you. It is a distraction. Your women, your kids, your job, your problems. It's all a distraction. Okay? So you just gotta be careful and just stay mindful of what you have to do, what your mission is. Your mission is to get to the crown. Okay? So just remember that. And it came back. The reason I'm saying that because that's what jumped in my mind. Because everything in this world is gonna mess you up, man. So like I said, let me go to the King James Version, right? It's a distraction. It's a distraction from doing this will of Yahweh Shemel Shah, and his ministry is his will. To do for you to minister to him is to minister to the congregation, the hopeful elect. That's his will. That's what he wants you to do. All right. It says right here. It says Salahia. Oh, wow. I had so many thoughts. I got a lot of different verses, just to read up a couple of verses. But I want us to go back to this one. It says Matthew chapter 13, verse 22. He also that receiveth the seed amongst the thorns is he that heareth the word. You heareth the word, all right, amongst thorns. Thorns is the sharp needles on the what was that, a rose, or maybe trees, bushes. You're all trapped up in there, because those represents the issues in your life. All right. He that heareth the word, you hear the word, right, amongst the thorns, you hear and he that heareth the word, and the cares of this world. See, you're all trapped up in this world. So what happens to the seeds? It gets stuck by the thorns of this world. And the deceitfulness of riches. See, chasing the bag, trying to get that money, trying to get to the get more of this, get more of that, and what it does, it messes you up, because you get the lures. What do like you said in the NLT translation, you were lured into the wealth. I gotta get the next payday. I gotta get this, that, and it don't get you nothing. Which I had another verse. Let me see something. What verse was that? Hey, you're trapped in this world. You're lured by the wealth. The cares of your family, your children, everybody. It's all a distraction. Okay? You are trapped. You're not. It's not. If you look at this, if you understand the truth, if you got the understanding of the truth, this world is decaying. You don't have no one your family, your friends, anybody in this world doesn't have a chance. This is your only way out, is through this growth in this truth, because you have to be rooted. Okay, that was another verse that just came to my mind. I was trying to think of that word, rooted. But I tell you, when you're thinking about everything else, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, it distracts the word of Yahweh Shah. So that was right there, was a prime example, because I was trying to get, it was a word I was looking for in my mind, but everything else is in my mind. So it was the word rooted, grounded and rooted, and you have to get your seeds, you have to be rooted in the ground, in solid, a tree, just like a tree. When a tree before a tree grows, his roots go down, and so it could be able to hold and stand the test of time. Like, I got a big tree in front of my house. This tree is huge. It was just a seed. The roots went deep, deep, deep down into the ground, and this tree don't look like it's gonna move. I mean, if you try to put my arms are long, I can't even put my arms around this tree. That's how thick this tree is. So that means every time, the only way I can say this tree gonna come down that it has to have an ocean has to come and loosen the ground up and the tree to fall. But if like regular rain and I think if somebody crashes into that damn tree, that tree still ain't gonna move. If you don't go deep, you don't find the deep roots of this tree, you ain't gonna be able to take that tree out the ground. You want to pluck it out. The only way this tree is a giant man got to come with he got to be able to rip this tree out. So you have to be rooted in this truth. This truth is gonna determine your test. I mean, how you gonna this truth is gonna see how deep your roots is. You're gonna see how deep you're gonna be in this ground and how you're gonna endure. If I put that correctly, if you are able to endure, how rooted you are, is going to determine how you're going to endure. And then it's truth, and so that's where we at. So that verse, just that word, I was trying to find that word, but you see, thinking about everything else can distract. I had to narrow down, pray, so just get one word, rooted. You see, so this video is based upon me. We all got our story, and Yahweh Shah is going to tell. I'm about to tell one of those men. Yahweh Shah is going to tell my story. If I'm one of those men, he's going to tell me. He's going to tell the congregation how he endured. Just like he's up. It's another verse where he says that Yahweh Shah is talking to Yahweh and the angels. I forgot that verse. That's another verse. I tell you, I found a few verses, but certain verses I really wanted, I couldn't get it out in my mind because you got the cares of this world. This world, like the verse said. Let's listen to the verse again. You can't go around these verses either, right? It says, Matthew chapter 13, verse 22. He also that received, is that it? Salakia. Yeah. He also that received seed amongst the thorns. It's all that mess, man. You're trapped up, man. Your seeds can't even get to the ground. Them seeds could get stabbed by these thorns. Those are your cares and your worries and your issues in your life. Is he that heareth the word and the cares of this world. Let's see something. Just to see. I have so many other verses. I probably can get to them. But I'm stuck right now just based upon just certain things I want to see now. I want to see. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Hold on. The cares of this age, this perpetuity of time, the period of time and age, the perpetuity. I went over this word yesterday. An unbreakable age, but the perpetuity of time. Let me see this word again. This word is stuck out. Salak, I want to see something here. Because I went into this word yesterday. Because I know how I know I went to this word yesterday? Because I can pronounce it. Hold on, let's see something. Let's see if I'm right.
Perpetuity.
Perpetuity, right? So, let me see something here. Let's see what it says right here. It was something that I saw yesterday. Yeah. All right, there's 3 of them, right? Let's see if we can read all 3 of them. 1 second. Just to get some clarification, I went into a couple of these words here